Have you ever dreamt of having your own robot army to do your chores at home? Well, today we're going to take a look at the Dreame X50 Ultra, and this might be the cleaning robot that starts your army.
Before we get started, if you're into tech, hi-fi, or movies, be sure to push the subscribe button for new weekly videos.
If you've been thinking about buying a robotic mop or vacuum, there are a lot of questions, right? And it's hard to know where to start when you want to make the decision around what the right unit is for you. Well, this Dreame X50 Ultra, I think, is a great way to introduce yourself to the concept of a robotic vacuum, a robotic mop. And this can kind of show you what these devices are capable of, because this thing does pretty much everything. There are a number of questions that we're going to answer in this video, but they really revolve around three different areas. First, can this device clean what you need cleaned? Two, can it clean where you need to have it cleaned at? And three, does it do a good job cleaning? In the process of figuring out those answers, we'll take a look at the device, we'll take a look at the features, unboxing it, setting it up, the app, and other things. But at the end of the day, you'll have a really good idea of whether this is the right kind of device and whether the Dreame X50 Ultra is the right vacuum for you. When you get this box home and you open it up, there are going to be a lot of pieces inside of the unit, but it's actually pretty easy to put all this stuff together and get it ready to go. So you're going to have the main base. You'll have a ramp that attaches to the front, snaps right on really easy. You'll have an extra vacuum bag, and there's one already in here, as you can see there. There is a container of cleaning fluid that you put here, and then you actually have the robot itself, the mop feet that go on the bottom, and then a cleaner and the instructions. And that's really all there is to it. The mop feet, the mop heads, attach with a magnet, so they just clip on, super easy to set up. As I said, this front piece clips on here, easy. Inside of here, this is where your cleaning solution goes. And then if you take a look inside of the top, you've got two containers, one for clean water, one for dirty water, and this is the one that you'll fill to get started. And that's really all there is to it. At first glance, the build quality is quite nice. It is all plastic. However, it does have quite a bit of heft to it. It's all quite heavy, particularly when you put water in it. And the look is good. So it's a dark gray color that I think is fairly neutral and should go with most interior decors. A white color might be useful if you wanted to put this into a very white or maybe even a very dark kitchen so you have contrast, but it is very, I think, kind of understated, although there is a silver trim here. The dark gray and the lighter gray look quite good. The first question that we posed is really easy to answer. What does it clean? So this will clean both carpets and also hard floors, right? So the mops will mop a hard floor as well as vacuum, and then the vacuum will handle most carpets, including pretty high pile carpet. Now, I don't have any super thick carpets here. However, I do have a number of rugs and regular carpet, and so far this has handled it quite well. Now, the next piece though is, can it get to where you need it to? And there are a number of features that it has that allows it to really clean places that you might not expect it to be able to clean in. The first feature I want to talk about is the ProLeap feature, and it's actually kind of a game changer for this type of device. In the past, these devices would scoot along the floor, and if there was any type of obstacle or maybe a change in elevation of your floor or a lip, it would get there and it was absolutely done. This actually can leap over items, and we'll go ahead and take a look at that in action.
The next feature is called SideReach, and this is a feature that lets the device actually extend the front sweeping bristles out so that it can get absolutely up against a wall or underneath and in nooks and crannies around other obstacles. Similar to SideReach, the MopExtend feature allows the robot to extend one of the mop heads out so that it can reach areas that it wouldn't be able to reach otherwise. It can actually extend that mop out 4 whole centimeters. And finally, the VersaLift feature allows the LiDAR sensor to actually drop all the way down into the unit so that the device can get into spaces that it wouldn't otherwise be able to get into. It's really cool to see this thing underneath their furniture where other devices have no hope of fitting.
Next up, we're going to talk about how well this cleans. And there are really two pieces to this. The first piece is vacuuming, and the second piece is mopping. And I want to talk about mopping first. Now, we don't allow shoes in our home, and we mop the floors a lot. And we thought we kept things really, really clean, and they have been. But when we put this X50 Ultra in, well, we discovered something. Now, I can show you more pictures of this thing mopping the floor, right? But really, the proof is in the pudding, and the pudding is in this dirty water container. So we're gonna pour this thing out so you can see exactly how much dirt this gets up off the floor, because I was astounded when I took a look at this. All right, look at this. This is filthy. Oh, look at all that dirt. That is disgusting. The other piece is the vacuuming. And well, this thing does a great job with all of the stuff that we typically find in a home. So we can take a look at this example so you can see how well it does pick up stuff that you might find on your own floors. And now we're down to the final word. What do I think about this unit? Well, at the beginning, I thought to myself, how much can this really make a change in the way that we keep our homes clean, right? Because, you know, we sweep and we mop and we do all the things. Well, this really is transformative. It saves time. This eliminates hours every week of prep time, of sweeping time, of vacuuming time that we need to put into just maintaining the one floor. And we live in a 3-story house, so we've got a basement and 2 floors. So there's a lot of time spent there taking care of the home. And this, for the most part, eliminates all of the time that we need to spend on the main floor, the kitchen, the living room, dining area. This keeps it as clean as it needs to be kept, right? It's really, really nice. A couple of caveats to be aware of. In the kitchen, we do have a few loose rugs that this can get tangled up on. So when we clean the kitchen, we actually pull those rugs up so as this runs overnight while we're sleeping, it doesn't push those around. So you want to make sure that if you have some really, really lightweight rugs, that you manage those before this cleans, because it can push those and get those kind of bound up. The other item is that you do need to maintain this unit, right? So you need to change the water. You need to dump the old, put in the new. You need to keep cleaning fluid. So it's not a 100% hands-off unit, but the amount of time that you have to spend on this is inconsequential compared to the time that you have to spend typically cleaning. So it's a really, really good swap of kind of that initial money investment for the time savings and the ease that this will bring to your family and your home. The big downside is that, well, we only have one of these and we have 3 floors in the home. Now that we've experienced this on the main floor, we want to have that same experience on the level with all the bedrooms, and then the basement that's got the theater and the YouTube room and storage and that kind of stuff. Because once you get a taste of this, I tell you, you're going to want this for your whole home because it really is a game changer. It really changes the way that you think about caring for your environment. And man, if you've got kids and if you have pets, which we don't have, you know, definitely think about this because it really will absolutely change the way that you keep your home clean. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you've liked this one, remember, like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all those things, and consider becoming a member, right? As a member, you become a part of the Jiles McCoy family, and I'd love to have you join us as a member of the channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.